I am Dr. Vijay Shanti, Department of History, Fatima College. Now I give a detail about Dr. Zhou and Lai, a Chinese premier. In Chinese history, when we come to know about the four giants, Dr. Sun Yat-sen, Mao Zedong, Chiang Kai-shek, Zhou Enlai. And this Zhou Enlai was a premier and had a great attractive personality in the history of China. Zhou Enlai was a Prime Minister of People's Republic of China and born in a well-to-do family. His grandfather was holding a high position under Manchu Empire and his father and mother both highly educated people. And these people clearly identified about Zhou Enlai in his very early age. He had an extra intelligence, and this boy was educated in an English missionary school. He was a scholarship holder throughout his education period. When he was a student in 1911, the student movement was broke out in China and he became the forefront of the movement, and he was very actively participated and organized the student movement in 1911 revolution that given a great tremendous change in the history of China. And it was during the period he was imprisoned and he was to be behind the bars during the time, seeing his parents when he coming from the jail. They have made them married with a girl of a royal family. But anyway, he went for a higher education to France and got a good exposure there. When the Communist Party of China was founded, he became one of the founder members of the Communist Party, and again he went from France to England and Germany for higher education furtherly. In 1924, he met Dr. Sun Yat-sen at Canton, and he was very much impressed to meet Sun Yat-sen. This only gave a great impression of Zhou Enlai, and he inculcated the characteristic features of Dr. Sun Yat-sen, and he got impression to participate in the political movement of China. Dr. Sun was much impressed by the ability of Zhou Enlai also, and he sent him as secretary of Whampoa Military Academy. In this academy, he became a trusted man of Russian advisor General Belcher. In 1925, he entrusted with responsibility of organizing revolt in Shanghai. Though he was an young and inexperienced person and unaware of the problems of laborers, he so nicely organized the laborers, and everybody was wonder to see the organization capacity of Zhou Enlai. He could capture Shanghai long before Chiang Kai-shek reached there. And Zhou Enlai's activities was in a high peak, and it was to be talk about the people of China. He capturing Shanghai, Zhou Enlai became very active in organizing laborers and workers. He began to import military training to the influence, and he organized strikes. He started a march. He started a strike on March 1927 and gave the military training to the laborers and managed to supply the arms and ammunition to the laborers. During the conquest of Shanghai, Zhou was arrested but somehow managed to escape from there. After the escape from the imprisonment, he again continued the workers' work for organizing the prisoners and founded a Canton Commune, which was an important event in the history of Communist Party. The Commune did very wonderful job for spreading the communist revolution in China. Through subsequently, Chiang Kai-shek had to crush as a part of his movement to crush the communists in China. He strongly opposed Chiang Kai-shek's activities and spread the gospel of communism throughout China. On this time, there was a difference of opinion between Chiang Kai-shek and Zhou Enlai. When Chiang Kai-shek began to crush the communist, he went away from him and began to act secretly. His head carried a price of 80,000 yen of the Japanese amount, but he don't fear about anything else. In 1931, he became the chairman of the committee to wage war in China against Chiang Kai-shek. In 1934 to 35, he became the commander-in-chief of the Chinese armies under Mao. In 1937, he represented a Red Army to negotiate secret terms with Chiang Kai-shek, who was then understood as Chiang through Chiang Kai-shek could have been beheaded at the time. Yet Chiang Kai-shek arranged a political and clear diplomatic wisdom. He did not behead Chiang Kai-shek, thereby he avoided the civil war in the country. He took very active part in the struggle against Japanese imperialism. He strongly opposed Japanese imperialism and made the people to understand what are the difficulties we are facing in the Japanese imperialist policies. After the World War II, when China would have got peace, unfortunately the civil war started between the Communist Party and the Kuomintang. In that civil war decided with the Communists, when the People's Republic of China ended and he became the Prime Minister of the country and was holding the situation. When he was ascending the power till his last days, he was to be the Premier of Chinese Prime Minister of Chinese Republic. By the end of his lifetime, he viewed as a representation of moderation and justice in Chinese culture. He only changed the active of the people. He was a devoted revolutionary and a pragmatic statement with an unusual attentiveness to detail and nuisance. And he was a person for his tireless and dedicated work ethic and unusual charms and prize in public. Reputedly last Mandarin bureaucrat in the Confucian tradition, Zhou Enlai serving the premier from 1949 until his death 1976. During the period, he also not played an important role in China, and he also played an important role in international politics too. And he diplomatically covered the places from India and other, he had a good diplomatic talks with Southeast Asian countries and made some arrangements to promote the power and prestige of China in Southeast Asia. And he also took efforts to promote the economic condition of China during his premiership. He played a crucial role in shaping China's foreign policy during the Cold War time, as there was a great difficulty time for the world, the power blocks of USA and USSR. He was a person instrumental in diplomatic though between China and the West, and exemplified by the President Nixon's visit in 1972, and he took a clever and diplomatic decisions for China. Despite the complex relationship with Mao Zedong, Zhou Enlai's influence remains significant. That was an important thing in the 20th century's Chinese politics, as he was prized by the people of China, and they were the people always prized Zhou Enlai's efforts to promote the laborers' culture. As once the laborers were not at all take arms, he only emphasized the laborers to take arms, and they have to fought for the rights, and for the communism promotion culture was to be strongly founded by the efforts of Zhou Enlai, that is undoubtedly. And the popular culture of Zhou Enlai of China, of world, many figures mentioned The song about there was two rock song refer about Zhou Enlai. In 1967, the song was sung how he the lead composed the bassist Greech family satire political figures of Zhou Enlai, and he gets high with all tea in China, and he was one of the world figure, that is his contribution towards China is unestimated, because by the efforts of him the strong communist China was founded with the principles of Dr. Sun Yat-sen's impression. Thank you.